everyone, and welcome to Lety Does Playing Lone Wolf, the Huntress, Quelling of the Flame, Part 17. Or Part 13-2, because that didn't happen. So, I'm back here again, playing Quelling of the Flame, because during my last playthrough, I actually finished the, book. But, Felicia died, and, I didn't like that. So, yeah, I got very upset over it because, well, I have, this is my Felicia's box, but, the short of it is, I don't like girls dying. So, we are here again to have that not happen, hopefully. And we are going to save Felicia. So, everything in my last playthrough didn't happen. I have written to Jonathan Stark over on the Lone Wolf Discord. If you haven't joined that yet, please do join that. It's excellent. I have here some suggestions, and I just went through it deciding what I was going to do. So first they mention here that I miscounted my time slots. After discussing it with my Discord and trying to figure out if that actually was the case and I had more time, the answer was no. Mr. Stark is wrong right there. I did not, unfortunately, miscount my time slots, so yeah. Then there was a mention that I need to not get injured against Cesara, so I need to jump from the top of the ziggurat, so I think we are going to do that, yeah. And then for the rest of this, yeah, the time slots were miscounted, not by me, but by Mr. Stark, so this advice doesn't matter, and, unfortunately for the rest of this, I can't take that advice because it's inaccurate information, so we are going to take what advice we can take, and we are going to go back to 117. So in order to do that, I have my action chart here. I have reset to before my battle with Cesara. I've added things back on that I had used up. So I have one fire sea left, shot of my Bordy's hand cannon. I still have the Voyage Stone. I tried to erase all this other stuff. And most importantly, I still have the Mysterious Flower, which is what I need to hold on to and not use in order to potentially save Felicia. I actually don't know if this will work. I'm just kind of hoping that this will be it. I still have my Sun God Shield, because I never used it against Cesara. Oh, right, and I hadn't missed my 4th meal yet, so I have 14 max EP. That doesn't matter because my current EP is only 5, which will bring me to another problem that I will talk about in a moment. I don't have the leather satchel because I never got that, and everything else should still be the same. This is my progress notes. Nothing happened here, as you can see, and then this is just my combat ratio. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to take my progress notes, and then this is how we're going to do this. We are going to write 117, and then we are going to do this, I guess. Oh, it's okay. Yep. So I've never gone back this far before. So now this is how this is going to be. So again, none of that happened. We don't need this, so we're going to tuck that away. Here is my progress notes now. And I think we should be correct in all of this now. We are back here, 117. I've already read this page. Now, I thought this was weird when I first came here, because it says specifically if it is day 2, then I can leap from the top of the ziggurat to escape. If you do this, turn to 237. I decided not to do that because I figured the American Huntress would want to fight Sarah, but what we are going to do instead is we were actually going to jump from the top of the ziggurat. Let's do that. We are going to... And that's what we are going to do. Okay, lovely. I wanted to do the art of wordcraft, but that ended up not actually giving me the result I wanted, so that didn't end up mattering. Here we go. Okay. Before Faricia can protest, you wrap your arms around her in an embrace and pull her with you off the back of the ziggurat. She has time to suck in a surprised breath. Then the two of you hit the water of the flooded city. You come up together, gasping from the shock of the cold. As you pull yourself up onto a slick stone walkway, submerged still to your hips, a flash of lightning illuminates the ziggurat. At its top stands the Gorgas, surrounded by her Giak followers. You think they will curse you or fire arrows to stop you, but instead the Gorgas lifts the Jaden statue, and they all begin to chant a single word in the language of the Darklands. Akagath, Akagath, Akagath. The drums pick up the rhythm until they drown out even the rolling thunder of the storm. But they do not mask Faricia's cry as she points to the moat surrounding the ziggurat. A massive gray serpentine shadow is swiftly crossing the waters towards you. When it is within only a few yards, its head crests the surface. It is not a snake, but it may have started as one before becoming twisted by nightmare into something worse. It has a bulbous, pale head with a snuffling dog's nose and small doll-like eyes on either side. When it opens its mouth, you see, instead of fangs, a double row of shark-like teeth. The rest of the beast rises out of the water, revealing chitinous scales, like armor extending down its sides and back, and 100 wiggling insectoid legs. The Akagath releases a chittering cry as it launches itself at you. The Gorgas and her minions watch and cheer their pet on. Akagath, endurance 47. The Akagath is immune to viper's bite and skin crawler, but not other poisons. Tangleweed will also be of no use. The combat for this ratio is -3. Faricia joins you in the fight, and because of this, you add +3 to all damage you deal. Also, adjust combat based on the following arts and items. Zentashi, and you wield a sword. For the first round only, the combat ratio is +8. Cat step, your footing is better. Raise the combat ratio by +1. If you wield the Bejeweled Warhammer, it is effective. Mark of the Agarashi. The Akagath is an Agarashi, and having fought other Agarashi in the past, you are better suited to this combat. Add +2 to the combat ratio. If you defeat the Akagath, then while it is still writhing in its death throes, you and Faricia flee the area. The angry bellows of the Gorgas follow you to the safety of the trees. Find you, kill you, slow death. It would be best for you to avoid the southern forest and the ruins of Tazing from now on, you decide. Fill in a time slot, turn to 219. Okay. Still a fight, huh? That's okay. I might be better off with this one. I don't know. At the current moment, it seems like it will be okay. We are going to come here. I am writing what that is in case I need to fix that later. Okay. Right. One moment. Just so I don't get confused, because I did write 250 here. And here. Okay. Yes, I suppose. So. We need to figure out what this is going to be. I will... Should I do a squiggle? No. Okay. This is the... It has 47 endurance points that I need to get all the way down. I have the mark of the Agarashi, so that would mean my combat ratio is -1. I do not have the other two. I will wield the Bejeweled Warhammer. And what does that do again? +3 to my combat ratio. So the Bejeweled Warhammer would make that 0. And the Mark of the Agarashi would make that +2. So my combat ratio is actually +2. And it says anytime I deal damage, Faricia also deals damage. And I have 5 EP to start. So here's the thing. I know, well, maybe things will be different, but I have to do 3 fights or so. And I have 5 EP to do them. And that would take a lot of rolling in order for me to get the results that I need. And that seems long and boring. So instead, we have this Faricia Saver 3000, and it's just a loose program for getting me a number of how many rolls it would take me to get the results that I want. I'm going to be posting the link for this in this video's PeerTube description if you want to see that. But I need to know the minimum of rolls that it would take me. One thing that I didn't do the math on is that Faricia is going to add +3 to all damage I deal. So let's see. First, let's see what the combat results will be. I will be fighting this at a combat ratio of 2. So we have this here. I have 5 EP, which means at the most I can take 4 damage, because then I will die. I will die. And I need to deal 47. So here we have this. They would take 10. Would that be enough? That would be 5 of that. So no, actually. Then again, Faricia would give me +3. So yes. So I need to roll a 7 or higher 4 times. Roll. Oh. Well, okay. So these are the results that I got for that. And these are my rolls. And this is how many times I would have needed to attempt that in order to survive. Now, let me see if that makes sense. I think that makes sense, right? Could I have done 3 times? That would be 9 from Faricia. And that would be 39. Nope. Gotta be 4 times. Okay. So then I come here and I am going to write down what my rolls ended up being. So rolled a 7 is the first roll. My first roll is a 7. And that would mean that they take 10 and I take 1 damage. And then they're also going to take an additional 3 because of Faricia. So they're actually going to take 13 damage. 34. I take 1 damage. Nope. Yes. Okay. -1. Right. So then that is the first roll that I would have gotten. And then the second roll is going to be a 0. If here 0, that would mean 12 and no damage for me. So they get 12, but Faricia is here, so they also do 3, so that's 15. So that is 19, 20, 34, 19. Yes. And then I still have 4. Okay. And then it says my next roll would be a 7. And that would mean -1 for me. For the Akagoth, that would be 10 and 3. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Right. Yes. Sir Beckside Morden. Okay, 1 moment. No. Yes. Then we get a new piece of paper. And our final roll is also a number 7. I do this? No? Okay. Okay, that continues. are very dead. My endurance points would be down to 2. And I would have rolled a 7. Okay. And yes. All right. So that is the Faurecia Saver 3000, and that is how that works. I have saved you watching me roll this twice, which doesn't sound that bad at the moment because, well, I had some EP to lose. But as we get closer to the ending, that is going to be more. It's going to be more. So we have here, we won against the Akagoth. We are going to +2 death. Is that how I'm marking this now? I guess so. And then here on my death counter, I'm just gonna write +2. I'm gonna write this separate, and then I will deal with this all through the end. I guess I could have used my Sun God's Shield. Oh, okay, whatever. This is not worth it. We just do it. We deal with it. There's all the death in the world. Moving on. Okay. 219 is where we need to go. It also says to fill in a time slot, so plus time slot. So then we come here. Here is my time counter. We have filled in another one. We are now halfway through for this day. Let's go over to 219, which I believe I've already read. Right. So 219, we have already read. And did I take the fingers when none of that happened? Why am I not seeing stuff? Okay. Okay. I did not take the fingers. Do I still take the fingers? Okay. I don't know. Path north. I guess we can just take the wooden path north again. Okay, well, I know what this is. At least. Team. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Was I supposed to at 219? I can't personally not read because then I will lose track. Fill any time slot. Yes. Okay, we are now down another time slot. Fill in a time slot. And then, yeah, it's my first time here. I think. Time travel is so complicated. Yes. Time slot. Eight. Okay. Then we are we do not need to fill any time slot here. Okay, then I need to go to 199. Yep. Okay, and then right. This one. Okay. Stop it. Time slot. And we are going to roll. One moment. Two. Damn it. I need to roll. Is that a 9? It's a 9! And then it says subtract 2 for the rain, so that would be a 7. And subtract 1 for the necklace of teeth, so that would be a 6. Up 1 for the brand of wisdom, up 1 for exceptional awareness. That is a 8. So 5 or higher turn to 116. I don't remember what's where I wanted to go. I forgot already. It's been weeks since I played this, just because I was so worked up, and then also everything around me was on fire, and then we elected the Dark Lords, and they took over America. So it's been pretty miserable, but here we are again. 116. Okay, we're in the middle of the bog. We are, yes. Time slot? Not yet, correct? And I do not have the cabin keeper's journal. So I have a compass. My compass. What did I want to do? None of these. Well then. What? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Oh wait. Okay. See if you have the cabin keeper's journal. If not, excellent. Okay. I was like, I don't know what to do. No. Okay. Now we need to go to 59. Now we have the hectaraton. We are going to fight it. Okay. We need to go over to our combat record. Beep boop. Hectaraton. It has 37 EP, and this is a combat ratio of -2, but the Bejeweled Warhammer is what I am going to be using, so that's +3, so that's actually +1. Right. Okay. Right. I don't want to mess up these numbers. Yep, nope, that's correct. Alright, we got the Hectaraton. That is a combat ratio of 1. I still have 2 endurance points because I did not have that go up. But I really need to. So that means this fight, I need to take 0 damage. And I cannot use the fire seed. I cannot throw anything. And I need to get it to 10 or less. And I have to re-roll 9s and 0s. So actually, that would mean what would that mean? What would that mean? Okay. I'm double checking everything is correct. So I need to deal at least 27 damage to it. And that means, and also I need to take no damage because I know that, oosh, I need stuff later. So, and I can't roll 9s or 0s, so that means I need to do 8s. How much did I say? 27? Do I have anything that can help? No, not really. Okay. So what is that, 4 times? 3 times. 30. 30 would reduce it 3 times. Okay. That's not possible. So, no. Wait. Oh. I need to stop pushing. Okay, relax. Calm down. Hey everyone, and it's Lety from the future, specifically while editing this video. So, Hacktaraton fight. I panicked, and I knew I had done the math wrong for the Hacktaraton fight. I was just panicking and didn't correct it while I was filming. So I am going to correct it now in this little interjection. The Hacktaraton fight makes it so that you cannot roll 9s or 0s, effectively turning your D10 into a D8 because you would need to re-roll the 9s or 0s. And that was taken into account in the creation of the Pharesia Saber 3000. Which makes what I actually did all the more worse. So, there's actually a setting to roll a D8 in the Pharesia Saber 3000 that I did not use. It was a bit complicated to set up, and when it came time to use it, just gone. So what did I do instead? I rolled on the D10 setting to get 3 8s in a row. Unfortunately, if you know math, which I know math, just not under pressure. If you know math, trying to get an 8 or higher on a D10 will give you a 3 out of 10 statistics, result, fraction. If you try to roll an 8 on a D8, it's going to be 1 out of 8. These are completely different stats for whether or not you are going to be able to get 3 8s in a row. The other number would clearly be bigger if done correctly. So, here to make that correction now. I went frame by frame while I panically spammed the button, and I took every single roll that I generated cumulatively, added them to what they are supposed to be. Here is their rolls. So these are all of them. You can verify on my video going frame by frame. Just warning you now, it's kind of blurry, and I was spamming pretty fast. Spamming so fast, in fact, that I saw very quickly the 3 8s pass, but I was already spamming that button. So even the first time when I generated 3 8s, I didn't even keep that number. I proceed to spam it a bunch more times until I get the 3 8s again, and then I kept the number 40. 40 is the wrong number. This is the right number. 3,071. Dormammu, I have come to bargain. And this is how many times I have died. So, again, I am going to say 40 multiple times throughout this video. It is not 40, no. Just ignore that. I will try to add a little thing in there where I can. I'm adding this interjection to say it was really 3,071. And I feel like this is also partially karma, because I did start this video saying how Mr. Stark didn't do the math right on the time counter. And then I proceeded to do my math wrong as well. So, you know, math is hard. And as long as we go back and correct it, we're good! Okay, back to the video. Calm down. I clicked past what I needed so many times. Here we are. 3 8s in a row. That will get us where we need to go. There. And that is 48 attempts. Yes. Wait. I forgot to write this section. Okay, we have and then it is going to take 3 rounds of 11 damage. So that is 26. That is 15. And this is 4. Yay! And it only costs me 48 attempts. I'm just going to add that right there. At the bottom. Think that's correct. I made myself confused when I kept skipping past what I needed. Get it to 10 or less. Do not continue. But go to 75. Okay. It is defeated now. 75. Let's go to 75. Reading. Okay. We have acquired a satchel. And a potion of long spur. So plus satchel plus long spur plus journal. Right? That's it? Okay. No, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I need this. The cabin keeper's journal is a special item. I just spelled cabin with a K. And then we need to erase this to unlock the leather satchel. And actually, I know I just received the potion of long spur, but I'm going to use the potion of long spur because this is after combat, right after combat, so I'm going to use it. For EP. And yep, plus minus, it's not even gonna get added. I'm chugging it immediately. That would mean if I had 2 EP, I now have 6 EP. Oh, this is going to be excellent. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm verifying that this does what I think it does. Right. I don't have that information. So what we are going to do is I am going to trust why I wrote down 4. I wrote down +4 for a reason, and I guess I had a reason. Whatever that means. So, yeah. If I had 2, I now have 4. Great. Excellent. Let's go to east. If you have a compass, you can ignore the numbers. Do I need to? No, I do not at this moment. Then I went to 7. No, no, ran out of time. Tracker full. What did I write? Whatever. Time tracker, time counter. I wrote counter full. So now that the time counter is full, I need to go to 182. I'm gonna verify that I don't do anything else on this page. Yeah, so that's it. 182. Okay, then we need to prepare for combat. That is going to be 146. Uh-oh, I need to roll a number. Pick 2 numbers and keep the highest. Okay. Roll a 5. 5 is sufficient. Yep. Cool. And we are going to 109. I've already read all these pages in my other game. Sharnak. Here we go. Sharnak, Sharnak, Sharnak. Let me read once more. Okay, so I have the let me write Sharnak. I do have one more shot on my Boris hand cannon, and that should do something for me. This is fought at a combat ratio of -2. It doesn't say anything about the Bejeweled Warhammer being effective against it, right? Because it is a snake. No. I guess not. No, wait. Yes. The Bejeweled Warhammer is effective against the Sharnak. So that actually makes it +1. Right? Yes. This is important. Yep, just one. Okay, we will be using the Bejeweled Warhammer, obviously. Do I need to murder it in its entirety? In its entirety. Okay. So, let's, for the sake of making the math more simple, I'm going to use my Boris hand cannon right away. So that would mean it's -12, 48. No, that's -2, 38. Yeah. How do I want to write that? Hand cannon. Okay, and then let's mark that we used a shot of our Boris hand cannon. Let's go here. Minus shot. Cannon. Alright, and then that is our second Boris hand cannon shot. Now, here we are. 40, 50. Yeah, that's correct. I know I need to have at least 4 EP for whatever comes next. So that means I can lose 2. I can lose 2. Here we are, +1. I basically need to deal 40 damage. So it cannot be a 7. It needs to be 8 or higher. Think. 4 times. 8 or higher 4 times. Right? I hope so. 8 or higher, we're gonna do 4 times. Yep, sure. Let's do that. Okay, so my first roll is a 0. Lovely, and that means 12 and 0. And that is 6. Okay. And then a 9. 12 and 0. And another 9. And another 0. Oh, wait. And that only took me 40 attempts. So, yay! No reduction to my EP. How fortuitous! We won the Sharnak fight. We will go to 64. We have the Voyage Stone. We need to go to 91. And I've already read that as well. We are erasing the Voyage Stone. And we are also missing a meal. Which means minus 3 EP from our current and our max. Which would mean 11 and 3, 4 missed meals because why not? We're erasing the Voyage Stone. Erasing the Voyage Stone. Here we are. Okay. 100. All right. Still no healer's kit. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. 178. Okay. Wait. There was something else. What was that other thing? There was something else I was supposed to do. One moment. If you have the art of alchemy, you've been doing recipe list. My recipe list. Shit. Okay. So I get 1 potion. Can I make more fire seed? I mean, that sounds pretty good. The concentrated acid, I guess? I don't know. Concentrated ass. Sanctuary. Concentrated. Okay. There. 178, right? That's what I said. What did I say? It's IOUs. Stop. Nope, stop touching. Okay, I have the demonic mask. And that means 2, 3, 4. $87. Anatha. Whoopsie daisy, don't touch. This was a long page. Okay. Okay, absolutely not. So that's 159. Refuse. Wouldn't it be pointless to be doing all this to kill Faricia myself? Okay, let's do that. Sanctuary. 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 Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, 38 stars. And void amulet special item. Void amulet. Plus void amulet. 125. We're getting close now. Finally, I have the mysterious flower. This is how it was supposed to be all along. But no. No. I just had to eat the flower. 170. Here we are. Please, please let this work. You will not let Faricia take her own life. In your heart, you believe there must be another way. All you need is time. When you withdraw the wondrous flower carefully from the inside of your cloak, the tensions leave Faricia, her pained look fading as she takes in the beauty of the ancient treasure. "That's a dragon's tear," she exclaims, awestruck. "They only grow where dragons' bones lie buried in the earth. They were thought to be extinct." When you tell her to eat the leaves, she hesitates, unsure of harming a thing of such fragile magnificence. Ultimately, you have to pluck the first petal and place it in her mouth. She chews and swallows, then, as if ravenous, takes and devours the entire flower. It's sweet, she says, and cool, like chilled cream. It's like discovering honey for the first time. There is a rumbling sound, and cracks appear in the keep's walls and floors. Whatever magic held this place together is breaking apart now that the mistress is gone. You move to help Faricia to her feet, but strength has returned to her, and she rises on her own. Together you hurry back outside to find the keep has wandered one final time. You are now on a sandy beach lit by the bright sun of a new day. Behind you is the jungle, and from it a river empties out in one last rush to the ocean, meeting it in a clash of waves that sprays rainbow-filled droplets into the air. I know this place, Faricia says. This is the Serpent's Mouth, the end of the River Doi, which means this is the Olokana Sound. Down the river comes an unoccupied longboat, its prow curved up and ending in a carved wooden snake's face. It navigates the river's final rapids expertly, and then draws up on the shore, the snake's head pointed at you. There's a jolt inside you, one you have felt before. It is the call to a new hunt. You gave up your chance at answers to save me, Faricia says. Where will you go now? Tell me something, you ask. You know the history of the betrayer and the twins. What else did the waking flame say of her? Faricia hesitates before slowly answering, picking her words carefully. Nessa told me that she has no past, no allegiance, no honor, and no name. Only a title given to her by the order itself. She came from the sea, and to the sea she returned. And so she will return again, you say. Faricia is watching you, searching your face for some hint of your past, or perhaps your future. The blackness has diminished from her eyes, but it is not gone entirely. She is not cured, but the disease has been beaten back for a time. If you have the demonic mask, you now put it back on, cutting her search short. I don't want you to go, Faricia says. You hear the blind truth in it. I have to, you tell her. My hunt is not over. You need to return to Delbu. I will find you there, I promise, and when I do, I will have a cure for both of us. Faricia takes both your hands in hers. You can feel her heartbeat in her pulse. It beats 10 times before she pulls away. When she does, you see she has given you Nessa's necklace of charms. To protect you, she says, and remind you of your promise. Mark Faricia's charm as a special item that you wear around your neck. You walk to the boat, and Faricia helps push you off into the river, which carries you swiftly to the ocean. She stands watching you for a long time until she is little more than a dot on the horizon, turned to 250. Yay! I feel a little bad she just gave me her charms, though, because that was Nessa's, like, dying, wish. You gave my charms to the betrayer? I don't know. A lot has happened! I don't know. That's pretty funny. I don't think Nessa would have been happy with that, but, yeah. It is a special item. Woo boy, that's a lot of special items. Okay, well, I no longer have the mysterious flower, even though it didn't say to erase it from my action chart. And this is Faricia's charm. And I guess I didn't mark minus. Logic would tell me that the mysterious flower is gone, despite it not saying for me to remove it from my action chart. So I'm going to write minus mysterious flower. And then we go back here to 250. And this is just the same ending that would have happened had Felicia died. But now, she is not dead. Okay. That's a lot. We have, yes, done all this. Oh wow, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to be doing the Echoes of Eternity, eventually. As of now, this is my current action chart. This is all the stuff that I had at the end. Obviously, there has been a lot of erasing and undoing, and it's kind of ugly right now because I've just been marking everything, repeating it, and I need to make this look better for my new action chart. I think I need to keep this because I'm pretty sure I am still infected with the kunai parasite. I don't have a cure. Felicia doesn't have a cure, so we are both still infected. I don't know if there was a way for me to not be infected by the parasite this book, but I guess, yeah. And I definitely need to organize all of this for my special items. I don't know if I'm supposed to write my name. I did figure out my name. I'll write that better in the next one. I have one more room for a hunting art. Then, wow, okay, lots of stuff here. Let's see, this is my first combat record. This is my second combat record. Lots and lots of combat this game. This is my third one. This is my fourth one, which is pretty much just the Haktaraton and Sharnak fights. Oh my god, there's so many. This is my fifth one, and actually the back of this is not relevant, so this is my fifth one. More Haktaraton fights. And then this is my sixth one. Six. So that's 6 areas. Then we have all my notes. Here is my original notes, starting with my section 1, the story so far, all the way up to the beginning of the dark period, the void century. And then we have the primary void century, my continuation, and this right here. And that is where we have ended. Maybe I should write 250. That's the official ending. Yes. And then come back here. My final EP for this is 3 out of 11. My death counter is 20 natural deaths. 1 death on the Felicia counter. In regards to this, I had 90 more deaths from the rolls generated by the Felicia saver. So first we had 2, then we had 48. That's 50 plus 40. That is 90. So I guess if I was to add that to my deaths, that'd be 110 deaths. And it's only the end of book 2. So let's see what bullshit I come up with for book 3. Thanks so much for watching. Get out there, do all this stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!